The gospel of Jesus Christ is offensive. As Christians, we know this from experience and from what the Bible tells us about human nature. The Bible says that people aren't just bad, not necessarily good either, but the Bible tells us that human beings are wicked and wicked from birth. Even more, the cross of Jesus Christ is offensive to people. Now, why would that be? Because the cross implies we needed saving. It implies there is something deeply and profoundly wrong with us. And there is. And Christ came to be the remedy for that. And on top of the cross of Christ being offensive to people, we know that culture gets offended by everything, whether it's from politics to religion, to whether Die Hard is a Christmas movie or not. In this conundrum, Christians create a problem. We know we live in a society that hates the gospel. The gospel we cherish is the gospel the culture despises. While we're trying to share the gospel, we make it more offensive by what we say, whether we're being condescending or holier than thou or smug, which smugness comes from a place of superiority, and Christians have been saved by grace. So we should not be smug when sharing the gospel. So how do we navigate this? How do we navigate sharing an offensive gospel to an offended culture while not being gratuitously offensive ourselves? Friends, this is why Gospel Smugness was written. To pinpoint the problem, explain why it's there, and to point to the solution. Jesus Christ, the solution for everything. So go on this journey with me. Let's humble ourselves enough to admit where we have gone wrong and to look to Christ in all that we do, specifically in evangelism, and let Him reorient our minds for when we share the good news of grace.